Hi, my name is Cindy Elazaris, and I will be talking about Miriam, and the title of this presentation is An Inspiring Woman. So before I go in more detail about why I chose Miriam, I wanted to say that I very enjoy this class, and I'm very excited for what God has coming for me and for the New Testament. But yeah. Okay. So, before we go into more details within the presentation, I wanted to kind of surpass what we're going to be talking about. So we're going to be talking about who is Miriam, what is Miriam's story, and what do we need to learn from Miriam. So who is Miriam? So I chose Miriam because she was kind of described in the Hebrew Bible, and she is actually the daughter of, I think, yeah, Amram and Yocheved. I think that's how you say her name. And she is actually the sister of Moses and Aaron. So I think it's kind of like incredible, like how we also like get to see the story of Moses, but also we kind of get to experience that Miriam is a very critical character within the Bible as well, and not just Moses. Um, and also she is the sister of Aaron, and she kind of like appears more in the book of Exodus, and she was actually like she was a part of the delivering of the Jews like from the exile in Egypt. So that's so incredible to like kind of hear from her in that way. And Miriam was a very popular figure within Jewish women who believed that they had a critical role within the Bible. Um, so what is like Miriam's story? So we can see that Miriam has a lot of lessons to like kind of teach us, and the only reason why is because she kind of got to experience, like terror, fear, slavery, and then freedom, and then she got to kind of show us the unimportance of some issues that kind of reflected on some decisions. For example, with the separation of her father and mother, she was like, "Why would you do that? You're just like the the Pharaoh. You're on his level. Why would you want to separate from my mother just because of how the Pharaoh has ordered to sentence the babies to death?" And it's like she never gave up on hope. She was always by the book. She always wanted to challenge women and challenge others to never give up on hope, and by the grace of God just stay in faith. And that was just, we're not perfect. We as humans, we need to understand that there's going to be times where we have to like act on discipline, and we have to choose whether we are guided by the Holy Spirit, or we fall on tracks and we do our own thing just because we're fearing. And what do we need to learn from Miriam? Well, we have to learn that in the worst times, whether it be in slavery in her case, or whether it be, witnessing her father trying to separate from her mother, she stayed and she focused on the most important thing, and that is like understanding that whether you are going through a tough time, or whether you're not seeing the proper guidance that you thought that you would be getting, but at the end of the day, we're going to be making mistakes. We're going to have, poor judgment. We are not going to be obedient, but at the same time, just focusing on our role as followers of Christ, we should understand that God is in control and that He wants us to be obedient. And I'm so glad I got to choose Miriam because she's a woman and she's so powerful in her words, in her faithfulness, and I just think that Miriam is just an amazing, inspirational woman. Thank you.